I'm Joe Patrick with Dirty South Soccer, and we have a match this week. That's right, we finally see Atlanta United in its first competitive match. We'll talk about it in a second, but before we do that, click the subscribe button down below, click the bell notification because this YouTube channel, Dirty South Soccer, will be going live throughout the season, and I know you guys won't want to miss it. So with that out of the way, let's get into the news and notes. Darlington Nagbe is a player that we here at Dirty South Soccer reported was trying to force a move to the Columbus Crew to play with his former head coach, Caleb Porter. He understands why that link came up, but that he's happy in Atlanta. He's here to play now. He didn't go so far as to say that wasn't true, but he just said he knows why that came up. Nagbe basically talked to media today like, everything's good, guys. I don't know what was happening. Frank DeBoer said that the door's always been open for Nagbe to rejoin the first team. It's just been a matter of whether the player wants it or not. And apparently now Darlington Nagbe wants it. I'm not sure if he had a situation that has now been resolved. He said the reason that he arrived late to LA was that for personal reasons. He said it was also personal reasons as to why he left early. He did not elaborate as to what those personal reasons are, but whatever they are, they seem to be behind him. And he says he's ready to play. He will be on the 20-man traveling squad going to Costa Rica. And he said he would like to play 30, 45 minutes to get some fitness under him. So he said he's fit to play, he wants to play, and that's good news for Atlanta United, 100%. The second big talking point was just the experience of what it's going to be like going down to Costa Rica to play in CONCACAF Champions League. Jeff Larentowicz has talked about it as a player who's experienced this competition before. You know, he said things never go right. If you're playing on grass, it's always thick and hard to pass through. If you're playing on artificial turf, it's usually hard and difficult to play on with a lot of difficult bounces. CONCACAF is CONCACAF. Anyone who's been following CONCACAF, whether it's internationally or via clubs, will know that weird things happen. And Jeff Larentowicz talked about he will be one of those guys who tries to help impart some knowledge on some of his teammates who are not as experienced with the environment. And the last big talking point was some of the players and coaches talking about some of the younger players on this team. It was quite eye-opening. Michael Parkhurst was talking about Myles Robinson, says he's the best one-on-one defender he has ever played with.
I think he's one of the best one-on-one defenders I've ever seen.
That's saying a lot. Michael Parkhurst has played on some good teams. He's played in the UEFA Champions League, not the CONCACAF Champions League, and he's played with some great players in MLS. Leandro Gonzalez-Pirez to be one, and he says Myles Robinson is a better one-on-one defender than anybody. Parker's just said Myles Robinson needs to learn more subtleties of the game, how to read what's going to happen, how to play with the ball a little bit better, work on his vision a little bit, but his defending skills are superb. And another one of the defenders that we talked about was Jorge Bello. Obviously, he is in a competition with Breck Shea at left wing back, and Frank DeBoer said that it's been a great competition between those two. They're both pushing each other. They're both wanting to have that starting spot, and it's only going to make both of those players better. He said he's been very impressed with Bello at his young age, and I think Michael Parkhurst kind of forgot how old he is. He's like, I don't know how old he is, but it doesn't really matter because he knows how to play. He's great. Athletically, he's great. Like Myles Robinson, he just needs to learn some of the innate aspects of the game. That's it from us here. Let us know in the comments what you think about some of these young players. Ezequiel Barco is another one who's been having a great preseason. We didn't talk about him as much today. The game, of course, is this Thursday at 10 p.m. You can watch it on Yahoo Sports app or on TV on Univision. And until next time, we'll see you guys next week.